fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now!
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Henry running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Hey, high 7.
Right there, 54.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Down. 60 or.
And let's pin.
Go.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Got
Five.
him in. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
All day, every day, any day.
A first down carry for Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Check 31.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His third touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Cousins. Complete. Smith has it.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. Can't really hide him, but the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
In your face.
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Titans' 40-yard line.
On second down, Cook. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Check. Hey,
Cousins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
Three buck. Check.
First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Cousins on 4th down. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, wahoo!
From the 16, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Tannehill, carrying it out deep for Smith, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Go now. 70, Indy. Go.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
On first down, Tannehill. And he whips that one incomplete there. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all three timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 16, Tannehill. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And Topper!
Mike's 54.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Watch 54. Tackles. Sponge.
Throw. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
54 Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
Hey, we're good.
Cousins now on second down. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 40. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Cook following the penalty. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Now Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
54 Mike. 54 Mike.
Bravo.
Block 54. Block 54. Come off the ball. Mike's 54.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. This is Johnson. He's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Shifts by him. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 31 yards there and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Protein spill.
Now a carry from the shifty Dion Lewis. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Running from the gun with Henry.
You better come home next time, son.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, Charlie, come.
54, right there.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Watch the run.
Hey, foxtrot. They go.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3/4 in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3/4, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
70, Indy.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Try to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Cousins. And this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Who's your corker? I got him. Just look at me. Zipper. Hey, rock it. Now.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Tannehill now to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam.
Derrick Henry.
Something else, baby.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. To throw is Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
50, plant.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Watch quick.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. Hey, watch this.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run for it with Henry. Shoves him aside. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Minnesota.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
First down. Here's Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
First down,
Army, Army. Army, Army.
Cousins on first down. He finds his man Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Cousins now to throw on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
incomplete. He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Cousins again. He gets this one to Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Clark.
One last shot now for Cousins. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Titans, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game, okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same, okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age, somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now, right pocket got euros, somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now, throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown, step back, let me get some room, congrats every time I'm through, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a cut.